Good afternoon, everyone. So, right now I'm presenting my architectural thesis that is Abhaneri Heritage Village. So, this project is promoting and preserving the cultural and heritage part of Abhaneri village. Right now, you are seeing the photo that is taken on a time of COVID. So these are 40 these are people who are representing 48.9 crore internal migrants that is right now in India. So why we are only thinking about designing the smart cities? Why we cannot reverse the process? So in my project, I start with how we can redevelop the village into that way with combining the digital era. So this graph is showcasing how cities are propagating the village culture and heritage and demolish their identity after becoming the huge globalization. So I selected a village that is situated in a golden triangle, making in Delhi, Jaipur, and Agra. And my village lies between Jaipur and Agra. So now I will talk about the Abhaneri village. So this village lies in the Abhaneri and is famous for the Chand Bawri, that is a 8th century monument. It's connected with the Harsan Mata temple that is held as a goddess of Mata Shiv. So it's made from a Dholpur stone and flooring is done by the Bansi Pahadwas. So in past time, it's used as a water resource for the villagers. Even social production of the villages is also taking in that place. But after coming down with the heritage guideline, right now it's used as a museum. These are the scattered part of a Harsan Mata temple that are demolished in the Islamic era. So this is a plan. You can see how the village is connected with the National Highway 21. Now, so I selected a site that is on other entrance of a village. So according to Archaeological Survey of India, I can't make any building around the 200-meter radius of a heritage monument. So these are the tangible heritage of Abhaneri village, that is Chand Bawri, that is connected with the Harsa Mata Mandir. So these are the three crafts right now is practicing in a village, but most valuable is lac bangle making, then pottery and stonework. So why I'm designing the socio-cultural hub? So a cluster of cultural venues that's focusing on upliftment and utility of the existing society and its revival via social interaction and learning. So what will be the concept? So after independence, people forget the actual name of a village. That is Abhanagri. Abha means light and Nagri means city. That is called City of Brightness. And this village lies in district Dosa, that is called as a heaven of stone masonry. So I created a concept, hope of brightness in a heaven of stones. And that consists of 6 elements, that is social value, cultural value, environment, human value, infrastructure, and functional value. So during my documentation of the village, I documented the local available material, architectural element that is right now present in the Abhaneri village, and also the flora and fauna near side, because these are the valuable elements that take place in a craft. So after studying the figure ground map of Abhaneri village, I arranged the cluster pattern in around the stepwell of Abhudaya center. So that is connected with the Abhaneri road, and service road is connected with the Shekhpura road. So all the zoning is done around the stepwell that are workshop area, museum, restaurant, stepwell, and library and cottage. Now I will talk about the interior of workshop area. So before talking about the interior, I take inspiration for a Harsan Mata Mandir that is designed in an axial way and even in a symmetrical way. So I designed a workshop area that is divided into 2 parts by the corridor. And skylights are playing a drama in that. The functions are stone studio, tourist center, souvenir room, Bangle studio, pottery studio, and meeting room according to new education policy. So, this is the 8th century monument that is demolished by the Islamic ruler. Right now, Onion Dome is present on the Harsa Mata temple. So I designed a skylight in such a way that it can regenerate the meaning of that village. And I made the skylight with a uh, color concrete that resembles exactly like the Harsa Mata temple. So the zoning done in two parts. Upper part is the workshop area and internal part is connected with the tunnel. That also connected like an Rajasthan architecture. And the sunken courtyard and open spaces are also connected from where craftsmen can interact with each other. So before selecting the material, I studied the sunlight, how that function in the structure. So for artificial lighting, I want to use artificial light in a natural way. So I selected the mounted lights and some track light that is played around the sunken area. So passive cooling techniques are also plays very big role. These are the elements that I talked before, brick jali, clerestory windows, and tunnels. So in skylight, I use glass and color concrete. For brick jali, I use brick. And Dholpur beach, Dholpur red, and Bansi Pahad are local material that are used in floor, railing, and wall. In section, you can see how the workshop area is connected with stepwell and cottages. These are the renders that showcasing how drama of light is playing in the corridor in reference to the studios. So, the lac bangle is most prominent part of an Indian woman. That they start wearing that thing after the marriage. So this illustration showcasing how the process of lac bangle make start. So insect from insect we pigmented the liquid that is molded with a lac and the process goes on. So I divided the bangle studio into three parts. First is a gathering area for a tourist, then a workshop space for the craftsman and tool equipment area, and third is the packaging area where women can do the packaging. Now, so here the light is playing with the clerestory windows and the modern arch that I taken influence from Hindu and Islamic architecture. So for artificial lighting, I use track light that focus on artisan work and Nelson bubble lamp used for the soft light of workshop, workspace area and mezzanine floor. Even in the storage part, I played with a track light that can create dynamic spaces around exhibition and sunken space. So here is also passive technique playing a good role that is combining with the interior architecture of a building. So the material palette of the Bangle studio are, in ceiling I use sesame wood that is locally available, brick, jalis, Dholpur red in mezzanine floor, Dholpur beige for a wall, and lime plaster for flooring. So before designing the ceiling of Bangle studio, I take reference from the shadow which is casting throughout the day around the Chand Bawri. So I place one art that is created by the waste material of a pottery that is called Molela art that represents the livelihood of Abhaneri village. So artisans can reconnect with this kind of artwork when they are working throughout the day. This is an interior render that showcasing the minimal lifestyle that are right now living by the villagers. So I designed a furniture so 4 craftsmen can work around the chimney where they start, where they can interact without, where they interact interact while during the designing of lamp bangle. So platform is designed by the Bansi Paharpur stone material. Cushion is designed according to jute fiber and a white metallic paint coated on a chimney. And that chimney take smoke out from the workshop studio. And Dholpur stone is used on the platform where craftsmen are making bangle. So for packaging area, I use a Jaipur rug that is created by the waste material of a cloth. And I, during my documentation process, I saw that movements of this village usually sit on the floor and start gathering and creating the spaces like that. So I created that kind of space around a mezzanine floor, and the storage part is given to put the equipment during the packaging time. So this is a render from mezzanine floor, and the background marble inlay work. I take inspiration from Islamic architecture that is around 10th century. The basement plan showcasing how the studios are interconnected with the tunnel, and this is a render where stone studio is connected with the sunken space. Now I will talk about the museum, because this plays a great role, because even people even don't know the name of the village. Right now I'm regenerating the knowledge that already presented in Abhaneri Heritage Village. So scattered part are right now placed in the Harsad Mata Mandir that are surveyed by the Archaeological Survey of India. Now only 281 parts are remaining and other parts are demolished. So this is a photo of a dismantled Harsad Mata temple. So before designing a museum, I studied the temple structure, that is take reference from a Nagaraj style. So these are the 27 columns that are prefabricated and joined with the main sikra. So a unique point that I noticed, before independence, in past time, villagers used temple like an Wikipedia, like today. And all the column is divided into 3 parts. That is related to their cultural and social value. So before designing a museum, I taken reference from Hindu architecture, Islamic architecture, and tried to bring a light into a museum. So museum is interconnected with the workshop area and restaurant. Whole exhibition divided into 4 zones: plinth area, column area, mandapa area, and sikra area. So in plan, you can see how people enter from a ramp and step, then go to audio and visual area, where they can imagine how the temple looked in the past. And they start roaming around the museum and getting the experience of how the Harsad Mata temple will look like in the past. So daylight plays an important role in the museum, because in past, the Harsad Mata temple is an open structure. So light falls into it, and they read the engraved part that is encrafted on a column. So even the artificial light, so I place the fluorescent lamp along the electrical channel of object beam that is placed below the of a triple layered glass. So material design palettes are lime plaster for flooring, and Dholpur beige for wall, and Dholpur red for the furniture, and the lime plaster for the ceiling. So this is how the museum is interconnected with the entry of a site and sunken courtyard. So all the scattered heighted parts are in different shapes. So I designed a modular structure that can be designed according to the shape of the scattered heighted part. So this is a view from stepwell to workshop area. So I designed a new stepwell because right now Chandbari is not used, and the social production process is totally dismantled after that structure is going to be the heritage. So this will be the main interaction point and can be converted into community center. Even I also regenerate the water level of Abhaneri village by using induced infiltration method. So this is a view of museum, restaurant area, and stepwell. This is the flow of light that playing a drama around the Abhudaya Center. A site model of Abhudaya Center. This is the view of Abhudaya Center from the other entrance of Abhaneri village. This render is showcasing how my concept is wrap around the building structure. So future of India lies in villages, that's said by Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you.